Okay, so welcome to SMP F4 Championship. Welcome to Sochi Autodrome. We are starting race 1 here. Championship standings. We have Huovinen leading the championship, Kari second, Atojev third, and so on. With me here alongside is Kevin Korjus today.
Good afternoon, everyone. So it is the first race of SMP F4 Championship in Sochi, and we are on the formation lap now. So starting grid on pole position today, we have Niko Gari alongside with Alexei Korneev. Third place, we have Nikita Troitsky, who unfortunately had a problem on the warm-up lap and was unable to make it to the grid. Fourth position, Ivan Matveyev, then Ahmed, sixth position, Atojev, seventh Isakian, eighth Huovinen. On the fifth row, we have Simo Laaksonen and Niklas Nylund completing the top 10. Today, overall, we have 15 drivers in here, and the weather looks that it's gonna stay dry all the weekend.
Yeah, the weather's been quite nice all the weekend. We are close to 30 degrees. I think at the moment, something like 25. Sun is shining, so everything's quite nice here. So the cars are making their way to the grid, and it's actually quite interesting to see what will happen in the start. We have seen some stalling in before previous races, but I think now these guys gonna make a good job and see how it goes.
Yeah, we have also actually quite long straight heading to turn 2, which is the first braking zone. So I think it's gonna be many overtakings into turn 2.
Yeah, I think starting from the off the line, it will be tight, and I think for sure we're gonna see some overtaking here.
So the first cars are now heading to the grid. We see Niko Gari and Alexei Korneev taking their positions.
And yeah, we'll see that Nikita Troitsky's third place is empty there.
So the last cars are coming now. Let's hope everybody takes their positions right and we have no problem with it. And the green flag is waving, so the lights start to go on.
And off we go. Kari takes a good start. Ahmed.
Looks like Enam Ahmed has stalled.
Yeah. And Huovinen making really a brilliant start, taking fourth even before the first corner.
Yeah, let's remind everyone that he started on P8, so that's really good start.
And Huovinen is going for P3.
Yeah, looks like there's 3 cars side by side.
Tight in the first corner. So Kari leading, Korneev second, Huovinen third, Isakian fourth, Atojev fifth. And then there's coming Ivan Matveyev and some other guy side by side to turn 5.
Yeah, it's hard to see who it is, but I think it's
looks like Evstignev. Yeah,
Evstignev from P13 up to P6. What a good start by him.
He has done an absolute perfect start.
So it looks like everybody made it through in the first 3 corners.
Yeah. And at least, we see Epstein going wide in turn 5. Yeah, it's Enam Ahmed, and there was some other guys, I think Simo Laaksonen and Sitnikov, yes. They are behind the train there, and I think they all kind of stopped and stalled or just didn't make it in the start.
I think it's going to be a really interesting race because we see in qualifying actually the gaps were really small, so I think it's a long race and it's going to be something happening.
Yeah, and these 2 long straights that we have making the overtaking, so really good possibilities, so let's see what will happen.
Yeah, Matveyev trying to show himself to Evstignev there, but nothing really happening.
It seems that Kari and Korneev is pulling away a bit, and then Huovinen and Atoyev are the next two cars, and then after that there's the midfield pack.
Yeah, looks like the first two are pulling away now, quite a big gap, and then yeah, there's third and fourth place. So at the moment, Kari leading Korneev, Huovinen third, Atoyev fifth. Sorry, Atoyev fourth.
Yeah, but they already made a 2-second gap.
Looks like Matveyev made an attempt on Evstignev, and yeah, really nice move into turn two. P6 now, then Matveyev.
Korneev and Kari are really fast, and all through the weekend they've been the front runners. So Kari was pole, Korneev was second in the qualifying, and as well as in free practice, Kari was faster.
And now side by side into turn 5, it's Nylund and Evstignev. So Evstignev is struggling a bit and holding the back.
Yeah, now also Maslenikov and Ahmed. I think Ahmed had passed Laaksonen and Sitnikov, so Ahmed is getting up some positions.
Yeah, he was quick in qualifying also.
He was really quick. And also free practice yesterday, he was third overall, so I think we're gonna see some Ahmed show today. Looks like Huovinen and Atoyev has made also a little gap.
Big lockdown by Korneev. It might be hard for him in the end now if he continues like that.
And there's the end of the queue. Denis Mavlanov at the moment holding P14.
Looks like there are top 6 at least. There's everywhere little caps in, so.
Yeah, and last lap was that Kari made a purple, so it means that he did the quickest lap time of the race, doing 2:12.6. Korneev did 2:13.2 and Huovinen 2:12.9.
So actually Huovinen is catching up a little bit.
Korneev,
yes. So
yeah, let's see what will happen in the race. It's still 20 minutes to go, so it's a long race.
And looks like Matveyev is catching up with Nerses Isakian, so maybe they're gonna fight for the 5th position.
And actually this lap Matveyev did purple split 1, so it really means that they are tight. By watching the sector times at the moment, it seems that Niko Kari is pulling away a bit from Alex Korneev. Korneev can't improve his sectors this lap. I think maybe it's affect about the lockdown what he had in turn 1.
And also, yeah, Huovinen actually now made the quickest second sector, so he's also catching up with Korneev in second place.
And Matveyev is putting a lot of pressure to Isakian at the moment. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, I think putting pressure is pushing Isakian to make some mistakes, and I think here we have a replay of it. Yes. Seems that there's been tight racing in the back with Enam Ahmed and Simon Evstignev. And then there's Kabakov, Sitnikov and Mavlanov holding the rear at the moment.
So as we finish now the finished now the third lap. We see that actually the fastest guy on track at the moment is Vladimir Atoyev on the fourth place, and they are very similar pace with Hovinen and both catching up with Korneev on P2.
Yeah, Niko Kari is pulling away at the moment a little bit, and these two guys are catching Korneev here, and we see.
Yeah, looks like second, third, and fourth are really in their own group, and then there's a really big gap into the B5. So
Yeah, it looks like Kari is pulling away, and then these three are gonna fight for the podium spots what's left. And again we see from the sector times that Atoyev is making a really good effort and catching Korneev and Huovinen at the moment.
So looks like Nylund has passed Matveyev, so I think maybe Isakin and Matveyev were fighting and fighting for the position, and Nylund got by.
Yeah.
So Nylund is now up to B6.
Yeah, here we see the gap what Korneev and Kari had. Ahmed is really in the gearbox of Evstigniev. Let's see if he can make a move.
And really drive.
Yeah, Ahmed is putting a lot of pressure on Evstigniev. Let's see what happens. At least I think he just needs a good run on the main straight, and then from the slipstream it should be quite easy. Quite easy to take that spot.
So we have now completed 4 laps, and again fastest lap time by Vladimir Atoyev on the 4th position. So looks like it's gonna be a really good fight soon.
Okay, no, so now Atoyev is really close to Huovinen, and we see Huovinen has to defend a bit. Let's see when they come to turn 5 braking. Huovinen defending, Atoyev outside.
Yeah, so this is fight for the 3rd position now.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, looks like Atoyev has a. No, still outside, so.
Yeah, but Atoyev is putting a lot of pressure now on Huovinen, so I think he's pushing Huovinen to make a mistake, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Really tight racing at the moment.
Yeah, they're going side by side almost every corner, so.
Let's see now. They go. Oh, Huovinen goes wide.
Huovinen made a mistake. Let's see.
Yeah, he's behind.
Atoyev got P3. Really good move. He was putting pressure long time on Huovinen, so in half of the lap, and finally it paid off.
That's the way to do it. And then there's quite a big gap to P5, where is Isakian, Nylund, Matveyev, Maslenikov and Laaksonen. And now Ahmed has got past Evstigniev. Yeah.
Would be interesting to see what pace can Ahmed actually produce, because now he's in clean air, and I think he can definitely catch up with 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th, because he was really quick in qualifying P4. So I think his pace will be really strong.
Yeah, let's see. Actually, now the gap to Laaksonen is 4 seconds, and Ahmed's best lap time is 13.9. So I think now he gets the first free lap. So let's see what will happen. There we see Ahmed coming on the main straight and starting the campaign up the positions. And there's battle for 5th with Isakian, Nylund and Matveyev. I think that's a pack where everything can happen. So let's see what the guys are doing. Seems that Matveyev is actually quicker, but
Yeah, it looks like his pace is good, but he has been just unable to make a move that can take the position and make it stick.
Also, Laaksonen has now overtook Maslenikov, yes.
And there's a fight for the 11th position between Estigneev and Sitnikov.
Yeah, Sitnikov, I think he's stalled on the grid. He was P last and now he's already up to P12 well. And Estigneev he's a bit struggling at the moment, to be honest, as he made a brilliant start from P13 to P6, but down from P6 now to P11.
Almost made contact there, but luckily everybody survived that attempt.
And there we see Ahmed coming already, catching Maslenikov ahead of him 8/10 in split 2, so Ahmed is really now trying to push and catch the pack in front. And he does. So the previous lap it was 4 seconds gap, at the moment it's 2.5, so, and he makes his best lap time, which is 12.5, and the best lap time at the moment is for Atoyev 11.8,
so again, actually last lap Atoyev and lap before Atoyev and Hovinen were fighting for position, but now in the clean air actually Atoyev makes the fastest lap, so
yeah.
Looks like he's really found a strong pace now.
Yeah, and actually the slowest guy in the top 4 at the moment is Korneev, who is 4/10 slower than all the other 3 guys, so well, will be interesting to see what Atoyev can do. At least he's been fast all the weekend, and now he's in a clean air, trying to get the podium spot number 2.
Yeah, really good fight. Looks like Nylund has got by Isaken for P5.
That's good also. Nylund started, let me just check, from P10 and he's already now P5, so also Nylund is
really strong
on a
race.
strong pace. And watching the sector times now, as we just said about Korneev being slower, actually he puts his own best split 1 and he goes overall best split 2, so I think Korneev is really, maybe he's starting to see Atoyev in his mirror and try to push away.
Yeah, trying to respond a little bit.
We got still 10 minutes to go, so it's gonna be another 5-6 laps still. It'll be interesting to see if Atoyev can catch Korneev.
Yeah, it's at the moment it's 2-second gap, so for sure it will be really hard to catch up. But
Yeah.
because it's 5, maybe 6 laps left, so let's see. So yeah, Niko Kari leading, Alexei Korneev on 2nd position and Vladimir Atoyev in 3rd. I must say Niko Kari has been really strong this weekend.
Yeah, there hasn't been any guy to beat Nico this weekend. After 3 practices, Nico was 3/10 clear from the others, and then this morning in the qualifying he did pole by half a second. So, and what's been really strong for Nico has been his split 2. Atoyev was quickest in sector 1 this morning in the qualifying, and then Nico was making 3/10 quicker than anybody else in sector 2, so he's been man to beat there.
Yeah, I think it just seems like it's his weekend so far, at least. He's really has put some really amazing lap times together, and now he's just leading the race by 4 seconds, so it looks like it's easy for him, but for sure actually
making a lot of work
Yeah.
there. And I think we saw a move. Mavlanov took P13 from Kabakov, and at the moment, then Papakov is holding the rear. And about Enam Ahmed coming from the rear, he's now P10 and only 1.8 seconds to P9, so he's catching Maslenikov and back in front.
Oh, there we saw attempt Nikita Sitnikov tried to overtake I think Evstigneyev, and because of that actually Mavlano got by Sitnikov. So
yeah, now they are coming. Yes.
So they're side by side.
It's some tight racing. Good boys. I think Nikita Sitnikov has made some nice moves, but hasn't really pulled it off. So he's been showing his front wing everywhere, but really can't do the move. And now he's a bit struggling and
yeah, looks like he lost the rear. So now, yeah.
Yeah, we can clearly see he's watching his mirror. That was a bit of an unfair move to do, to block twice, change the line. And now we see that Ahmed is really closing to Maslenikov.
Yeah, the gap now is only, I think it's already 1.5 seconds, so
yeah. And Nisakian is putting some pressure on Newland for P5.
It's really good fight for P5 throughout the race, I think.
Yeah, I think there's been like fights all through the field, all the race. There's been in the front, and then also there in the midfield, like 7th, 8th positions.
Yeah, but the live timing looks like Laaksonen has got by Matveyev for P7. So haven't seen anything on TV yet, but for sure there has been a change of position.
And we can see that Ataev is closing just slightly. I think here comes the move of Laaksonen, maybe. No, he's already passed here. Just Newland locking his front right down to turn 6.
At the moment looks like top 4 is pretty much settled, but then behind for the P5 there's a really good fight going on.
I think Ataev is catching slightly Korneev. Not too much, but let's see if he can still in these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like last lap they both made 2:12.5, so they are last lap at least fairly similar pace, and the gap now is 1.6 seconds, so it's gonna be quite hard for Ataev, I think, to catch up with Korneev.
From live timing, there are 300 difference last lap, and actually Ataev did the best time of the race, so seems good.
So what do you think of championship leader Hovinen this weekend? It looks like it hasn't been the easiest weekend for him.
He's been struggling, I think. Ahvenist, the first round, he was really dominating there. Then Moscow, he did pretty well, 3 podiums. Now 8th in the qualifying, but you know, as a championship leader, still we can see that he managed to make a good start out of P8, and now he's P4. Let's see then tomorrow race 2 what he can do. Ate is really looking strong at the moment. He's still putting his best sectors, and well, the time is running out soon, but I think also Korneev will see in the mirrors that he is catching a bit.
Yeah, actually Ataev is almost every lap the quickest, but just by a tenth, so just by a really little margin. So I'm not so sure that it's gonna be enough to catch up with still with Korneev.
But I think as when you get close enough here, the slipstream is a big effect, so that can help for the last half a second. But for sure, still 1.3 seconds.
Would be nice to see what's going on actually from P5, 6 and 7. Is there any fight going on or anything happening?
So here's the front pack, then a couple of seconds gap, and then there will be the team up from P5 to P8.
Yeah, so P5 Nylund, P6 Nerises Isaken, and P7 Simo Laaksonen.
And actually, I'm really surprised of Laaksonen. Laaksonen haven't done any other races this year in SMP F4, and also new car for him. So qualifying 9th, then had something there in the start, was dropped back, and now he's already P7. So really a strong race for him.
Yeah, actually it is his first race ever in this category. So I think he has been improving all the weekend.
Yeah. Seems that Kari is in his own lead and just taking care and not doing any mistakes, to be sure. And the last couple of laps, I think he will be just cruising around and securing.
Yeah, well, the gap to second place is still 3 seconds, so
Yeah.
he's not in a hurry. Looks like the times between P6, 7 and 8, they're all, so Isaken, Laaksonen and Matveev, they are all in half a second, so I wonder what's going on there.
Yeah. I think the direct TV guys could now take this pack from 5 to 8, and then we'll really see what is happening.
Yeah, they're just showing actually first, second, third, but I think there's some really good racing going on from 6 to 8.
On this lap, Atoyev catched now 2.5 tenths on Korneev, and the gap is now just under a second. So I think for the last couple of laps, Atoyev can really make some moves.
Yeah, he has been on fire this race.
Yeah.
Must say, almost every time he crosses the line, it's fastest lap or really close to the fastest lap of the race. So
Yes.
he is doing a really good job.
Now Laaksonen making P6. So Simo Laaksonen from 9th on the grid to P6th before the couple of last laps. Let's see if Isa can.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to attack back. Let's hope the camera guy shows us.
And Laaksonen makes it stick.
Yeah, really good move.
Yeah. There's some tight fighting.
So good old friends back together, Isaken and Matveev, who started 5th and 6th. So now they are back in 7th and 8th and still fighting for the position. Looks like there's some damage actually on Matveev's wing, the lower left.
There, the
front
end
plate.
plate seems to be.
Seems to be he touched somebody,
Yeah.
probably somewhere.
Korneev, small lock up into turn 14. Let's see, I think the next lap will be, yes, the time has run out, so the next lap will be last lap. And let's see what if Vladimir Atoyev can catch still Alex Korneev. He's been catching almost all the race after he passed Tuovinen and P3. So now it's the last lap, and well, the gap is still quite big now. As they cross the line, the gap is 1.2 seconds, so I think it might be too far.
And meanwhile, when we haven't really noticed, actually, Enam Ahmed has passed Alexander Maslenikov for P9.
Yeah.
He was catching up, and now he's actually already on the rear wing of Ivan Matveyev for B8.
Yeah. And actually, I think Korneev has seen that Atoyev is really catching him up. So Alex Korneev did his own best lap time to 11.4 last lap. And as the race best time is Atoyev now 11.3. So also Korneev really trying to push now.
So we are already on the last lap, and 25 minutes have gone. So we have the race length is 25 minutes plus 1 lap. So last lap going on now, and looks like Nico Kari is gonna take that one.
Yeah, if there's not any mechanical or any issues, Nico is going to take his second win of the season.
And also Korneev looks to be pretty safe on the second position.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was too far. It's basically finished. Nico looking big time in turn 14.
Yeah, and now actually again on last lap Korneev makes the fastest second split of all the race.
So Nico coming for the last couple of corners. Turn 18 and turn 19, and then there's the main straight, and as we speak it's the checkered flag and a win for Nico Kari. Alex Korneev takes the second place and Vladimir Atoyev third. Aleksandr Huovinen finished fourth in this race 1.
So he was also the championship leader. So
championship leader, and I think
he still stays championship leader, or Nico Kari probably is quite close now.
Yeah. Nylund takes 5th, Laaksonen 6th, Isakian 7th, Matveyev 8th, Ahmed 9, and Alexander Maslenikov completing the top 10. Denis Mavlonov P11, Nikita Sitnikov 12, Semen Evstigniev 13, and Artyom Kabakov P14. And well,
it's really a shame that Nikita Troitsky, who would have started third, actually couldn't make it to start. I think it would have been really good action to see him also in the race.
Yeah, for sure. He was one of the front runners, so he would have been in the mix with Korneev, Atoyev, and Huovinen. Really a shame for him.
So the flags are waving, race is finished.
Yeah, that's always nice for the drivers. Marshall's way to say hello there and congratulate the race winners.
Some happy guys.
Happy guy, yeah. So the gaps are quite big in the end. The top 4 is in 7 seconds, but then there's a 10-second gap to P5 Nylund, and the top 10 Maslenikov is already 22 seconds off from Nico Kari. And then the last guy to finish was Artyom Kabakov, and he's 40 seconds down from the race winner.
Yeah, it looks like actually in the first 3 laps the really big gaps already come in, so yeah. I think that's why the gaps in the end are that big.
As the drivers are making it back to the pits, we have finished the race 1 here in Sochi.
So Nico Kari won the race, second position Korneev, third position Atoyev, Fourth Hovinen, fifth Nylund, sixth Laaksonen. Seventh position,
Isakian, Matveyev, Ahmed, Maslenikov, Mavlanov, Sitnikov, Evstikniev, and Kabakov completing the field.
so there we see former F1 driver Mika Salo greeting the top 3 drivers.
Yeah, Mika has been around as well, and it's also for the drivers. It's a good plus, and they get little boost to see ex F1 driver there, and of course it's nice for them young rising stars.
Also, Miga's always, I think, Miga's advice is really good. If drivers have any problem, they can always ask Miga, and for sure the advice from there is really good.
Yeah. And there we see some beautiful Russian ladies and nice podium.
Yeah, I must agree with you. Really good ladies here.
The little closer view here.
So, third position, Vladimir Atoyev. So, third and second position for Russia, and winner from Finland.
Yes. I wonder, it might look quite funny as Atoyev is by far the tallest guy. So let's see how he looks on the podium with the other guys.
Here he comes.
Actually, good race from Atoyev. You know, after the start, he was P5 or something.
Yeah, I think he was
the
fifth.
first corner or something. So really strong comeback from him, and almost catching P2 Alex Korneev.
Yeah, I think he lost some time fighting with Hovinen for P3 also, so
Yeah.
that might have cost him.
And the race winner Niko Kari comes to podium. Some handshake for the other drivers. And the trophy for driver in third place, Vladimir Atoyev.
Yeah, he looks happy, so
Yeah.
third position is good for him.
And Mika Salo giving the trophy for second position driver Alex Korneev. Alex as well did an okay start, I think, and
Well, if you take last 2 races, he won the last race and now he's second. Pace has been really good.
yeah. And then the trophy for the race winner Niko Kari.
And now it's probably time for the national anthem.
Seems that now would be the time for that.
Спасибо. Я приглашаю всех пилотов присоединиться к первому месту и фотографии дружественные с вашими кубками и счастливыми улыбками тех, кто сделал эту гонку. Вот они, юные герои, и кто знает, может быть, уже в самые ближайшие годы именно они будут стоять на самых верхних ступеньках пьедестала.
Niko seems enjoying his time on the podium.
Which you can see now will be on the third place of the Formula 1 race in near future.
And then we go to the highlights of the race. Here we see the start. Niko Kari takes